The Empire has fallen, but tonight on Game Night, your 4 brave musketeers, Rangers, Lincoln, Aaron, Nikki, and Dave will continue to protect the satrapy.
Trippy.
Satrapy.
Okay.
In Oltree, a 2 to 4 player cooperative game designed by Antoine Bauza and published by Studio H and Hachette. It's a storytelling game with lots of cards and great bits, so come and see if we can save the satrapy.
Okay. Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Lincoln.
Will you teach us Oltree?
I will. So in Oltree, we are Rangers defending our satrapy. That's what we're calling our plot of land that we work in here. The Empire has fallen, and it's up to us to, keep evil away and keep the people of our general little area safe. And we're in kind of a generic little fantasy land, and we're going to fight against obstacles and.
I thought we were dealing with some old tree, but I guess I'm
No, Oltree is our Rangers rallying cry. It's the motto of our Ranger band. And so here we have our main board. It is divided into 8 regions, and every one of these regions is adjacent to our fortress in the middle and to the 2 regions on either side. This 5 and 4 here are adjacent, ignoring these big corner spaces that don't have anything in them right now. And every region also has an incident space, which starts the game with 3 incidents in it, which we are definitely going to want to take care of and clean up at least some of those.
Oh.
Our fortress here has a defense track, which starts at 3 and goes from 0 to 8, and a prestige track, which has the same number of values. If either of these ever falls to 0, the game is over and we lose.
Oh, okay.
So don't let that happen. This is a co-op game. We're all working together. Falls to 0, game over immediately. If it's already at 8 and it says something increases the defense above 8, we get to immediately remove a problem from an area. I haven't gotten to problems yet, but there could be a problem card on a region out here.
Okay.
Defense above 8 bumps a problem from any region on the board. Once per round. Prestige at 8. If it is supposed to increase to 9, we gain a treasure. A treasure is a resource. Resources are held by us grouped together in our stronghold in the fortress there. That's the main board of the satrapy, and all of us 4 Rangers start in the fortress there, and we'll be moving around a little bit during the game.
He didn't let me say Treppy, though, after he said
I'm sure he'll say it again. I'm sure you'll have more
You want to say it? You can say it. Satrapy is also acceptable. Here on the sideboard is where the sort of different variables and cool things for this game system come into play. We've got event cards, which we're going to reveal during the game. We've got these problem cards, which are going to be bad things, which will block some of these spaces throughout the region. The
Satrapy?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I was just going to say Trippy, though, but you see.
Okay. These are incident cards, which we've already put some out, and more will be revealed or come out during the game. This cool little deck is the Chronicle. This is the main story of the game. We're playing the intro, Open Doors. There are 5 longer and more advanced Chronicles, which will involve cool things like this awesome dragon miniature.
Ooh.
And there's one with a damsel who's not in distress, which has this cool miniature. All kinds of interesting new story elements and things will come from this Chronicle, but it's basically like a book, and we're going to open the cover and turn the pages as we go throughout the game. Yeah. The final card that Dave is now going to flip over is the assignment. That tells us some of our special goals throughout the game, as well as which decks to use in our incident pile. There's actually 5 different colors of the incident decks, and you use a 2 for every game, so your game is going to vary. Even if you played the same Chronicle again, you'd have different encounters out there.
Well, these don't match our
That's
actual.
cool.
No, they don't.
campaign,
We're
right?
going to reset there when we
Okay,
actually
cool.
start the game. But so, for instance, is the Art of Diplomacy. It's one of 3 set for short chronicles, and the crows here mean that this is the most difficult short chronicle assignment in the game. This tells you which 2 incident decks to shuffle in and use. And these goals down here tell us things that we want to do during the game. Completing these goals will make winning the game easier. It will make the final page of the Chronicle, the final challenge, easier. not necessarily automatically won or lost, but these are things that we want to go for.
They'll help.
They will help, exactly. And I'll explain a little more about how to do those as we go. We each have a ranger chosen in front of us here. They each have these cool little health markers, these wooden hearts. They all start at maximum health. And on the right side of your health gauge, somewhere in there is a little crossed circle. That is your fatigue marker.
Uh-oh.
When your health hits that point or below,
We start right away.
Wow, no.
yeah, if you take any damage, it's
One down for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some people it's one down, some people it's
I'm all
way
the way
down
at
at the bottom.
But that's my guy. That's my special
That's
pen.
nice.
When your health marker goes to that level or below, you can no longer use the special ability that's printed on the left side of your
man.
ranger.
Goodness.
Okay.
When you're at that above that level, you can use your ability. When you're at 0 health, you're still fine and you take your turn and your actions and everything. You don't die in this game. You cannot use the effort face of the dice, because essentially there's a die facing that means spend health to get extra successes. When you're at 0, you can't do that, obviously.
Is 0 the end of the brown
0 is the
or
zero
this
is the
red?
bottom
So,
red.
The red. Okay.
Yes. So you have 4 health above the red. All rangers start with 1 provision.
All right. Bread.
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 We'll explain what those do when we get to actions.
We probably eat them.
Are we playing the Sandwich Chronicle?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Besides provisions, which are individual to each ranger, there are 5 resources which we all use as a group, and they go piled in our stronghold here. So there's no individual inventory of those.
Nice.
And these resources here are plants, fire,
Ooh.
stone, treasure, and fur.
Oh,
Now those are sort of generalized. Like it says that fur means like any animal resource. Could be wool, could be
Okay.
eggs, fire can be oil and things like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
they're not literally just like a handful of fire. But those go piled here in the stronghold. There's no limit to how many there can be, except that there are only 5 of each except 10 treasure. So we can keep as many in the stronghold as we need, and we spend them straight from there, and we gain them straight to there. You'll notice around the board that a lot of these regions have a little symbol, and that means if there's not a problem blocking that space, you can take an action there to gain a plant, gain a fire,
Oh,
etc.
okay.
The other ones, to jump ahead here a little bit, are that's exchange as many resources as you like, 1 for 1, any resource for any resource.
Nice.
This one is heal your ranger to full health.
Nice. That's where Nikki and I will be going.
A lot.
And these ones are gain a prestige and gain a defense for the fortress in the middle here. And like I said, the action's not available if that's blocked by a card. Over on this side, we have our buildings and towers. These are things that we can upgrade our fortress with, and we'll want to through the game. They can appear on the assignment card. This assignment that we've chosen does not have that specific goal. For instance, here's an assignment that we are not using, which specifically requires you to build the Grand Hall as part of one of its goals.
Got it.
These are all on the construction side, showing you what resource you need to discard to build these buildings, and showing you the benefit that you get on the reverse. We'll explain what they all do when we get to actions at the end of the instructions. They're fairly straightforward. Towers are very useful for defending the realm. There are 4 towers. They go here on the corners of the
Cool.
fortress.
I see. Maybe those are stairs, but they're not fully built or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Like, I
They
was wondering if they
all-
were destroyed. I was looking at it at the beginning.
Well, yeah, it's pretty basic, right?
You see that there are sort of some smaller towers that just need plants to be built, and some bigger towers that require 2 resources but also increase defense when you build them. Any tower that is built has the potential to secure the 2 spaces of the satrapy
That's cool.
that they look
Trappy.
over.
Trippy.
And that's what the green shield on our assignment card means. This goal means secure 2 regions. So the way to secure 2 regions would be build the tower and have them be free of 2 problem cards, or free of problem cards. You can do that in any order. We could build the tower, then clear it of problem cards. Those are now secured, goal complete. Or we could clear the problem cards and then later build the tower. The order doesn't matter. As long as it's met at some point, we have now secured those regions.
And you put those
we
tokens up.
mark that, no more problems can appear, and we mark the goal as complete.
Nice.
That's how you
Sweet.
that's how you secure regions, and that's the strength of towers.
Just like this with a marker?
No.
There are goal tokens to actually put on the
okay,
card.
okay.
Yeah, I figured that's what that bottom spot was for. That's
Boink.
cool.
Towers can never be destroyed or damaged. Buildings can be destroyed or damaged through events and
Trebuchets.
game effects. Yeah. If we have built a building, it goes here in our fortress courtyard. Yeah. It doesn't. There's no adjacency or
Got it.
bonuses on where they're placed. It doesn't matter where they are. But if it is damaged, it can be repaired by an action. If it is damaged again, it's removed from the board and would have to be completely rebuilt, just like a normal building, and pay the price for it.
Okay.
If it is damaged and provides,
Resources or protection?
defense or prestige. So if we built this gardens and we got 3 prestige for that, then later
We can
it was
lose it.
damaged, we immediately lose those 3
Oh.
prestige.
Dang.
Can we go below and does that kill us
That
too?
would- that would
Okay.
kill us.
It doesn't have
So-
0, I was just wondering.
Right.
Because that does a 0 over there.
So there's a potential to lose the game that way
Actually,
just from
that's
your
not a
building.
0,
game.
that's just
it's just a
keyhole or
yeah. It's
something.
just showing you that that's the defense track.
Question mark, question mark.
So buildings that are damaged lose their benefits until they're repaired.
Cool.
Each of our rangers has a profession, and you will see, let's see, the 4 professions are builder, which Lars, Dave is, a scholar, I think Lincoln, Selena. You are a soldier, Mava, and I think my guy's just called a wanderer, traveler. But anyway, those are the 4 types of profession tests that you're going to be called to make during a lot of these incident cards and other things during the game. When you make a profession test, you always get at least 1 die. The fortress itself provides a die of any kind to you.
I like it.
Then if your profession matches that, you get an extra die. So if you need to make a builder, it's a craftsman, you're a craftsman. If you need to make a craftsman profession test, you now have 2 dice.
Okay.
And if, for instance, we have built the workshop, which provides a craftsman die to all other players, you now have 3 dice. That's another way. So you roll as many dice as that test requires, and you look for successes. Obviously, there are blank dice faces, and as I mentioned, there are effort die faces where you can spend a health to create a success. What you're really looking for, though, is these success faces on the dice.
Okay.
Most things will just require a single success, but sometimes a card will tell you you need 2 or
What's
more.
the heart on there?
So this is not a success yet.
Right. It is
If
the
you roll this, you
opportunity.
can spend a health to
Okay.
turn that into a success.
That is exactly
Got
right.
it. Okay.
One of the things that provisions are good for is a die reroll on a profession test.
So it's not eating it.
You do eat it. Well, you eat it to try harder at your profession.
Sure.
You can essentially reroll as many dice as you like, basically all the misses or even all the
With
effort
one
ones.
provision.
With one provision.
great.
You may then reroll those rerolls if you have more provisions. You can only hold up to 3 provisions. I think I may have said that. When a round starts, we've chosen Lincoln to be our start ranger. He's going to first roll the adversity die. Like a lot of co-op games, the bad stuff happens first and then you take your actions.
Okay.
So he's going to roll the adversity die, and it's very simple. This adversity marker is going to move either 0, 1, or 2 spaces on its track every round. That's a stay in its space, that's move 1, and there's a move 2 symbol.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to just move down this track and then loop back to the beginning. And then we will resolve whatever space it's on. The chronicle space, the incident space, the problem space, or the event space.
Ah, okay.
That's cool. It was
There
just
are-
staring at us the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. That's so
That's the game clock right there, and that's how the rounds go. So it's obviously going to move an average of 1 space per turn.
Right.
But sometimes it's going to trigger the same space twice or more, and sometimes it's going to leap
cool.
ahead.
So a not move still activates its space.
It always
Okay.
resolves the space it's on, yes. There are 2 special little rules there, however. It can never skip over the chronicle space. So if you're here and you roll
gonna
2
loop back to
arrows,
just that.
you just go 1.
Makes sense.
And it can never stay on the chronicle space and activate it twice.
Okay.
So if you roll a 0 here, you still go 1 to the next space.
Okay.
So the chronicle is going to progress
Every
at a
round.
uniform fashion every
Okay.
round. Correct. However, at the very start of the game, you don't even open the book. We will go one round and not look at the first page of our chronicle until we loop back to the first spot.
Looks like we're seeing a dragon there.
Dragon
Something.
tail, yeah.
So-
Shadow in the sky.
If we resolve the chronicle space, we turn the page, essentially. We flip this card over and we read what's on this chronicle. This will tell us about our main goal, and it will change the rules slightly sometimes for the entire region and the entire game. Sometimes it will give us an immediate action that we all have to do. Sometimes it will give us a temporary action that we can do just while that page of the chronicle is open. And sometimes it'll tell us special rules to do. Sometimes it'll give us bonuses or penalties. We have no idea. It's a continuing story. If it's on the incident space, you roll the location die. This is just a simple 8-sided die,
It tells you
and
where, yeah.
each region is numbered, and that tells you where to put a face-down incident card. As I mentioned, there are 3 incidents on every incident space right now. If there's ever a 4th on any one, that immediately becomes a perilous region.
Oh.
No.
That's bad. Well, now, first of all, any type of shield, I told you a little bit about secure regions before, means no more incidents can be placed there. Either because it's secured and we just can never have bad things happen there, or because 4 is essentially full. A perilous region can't have a 5th card added onto it.
So this is also part of this region.
Correct, that is
Got it.
part.
So
but
if
it's
we
not.
secure this, we put a thing here too?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Correct.
Makes sense. 'Cause
And these cards need to be gone to put that token there.
Yes, I'm actually putting it on the wrong spot.
Okay, there we go.
It does go on that shield
okay,
spot.
so not the problems from before. That makes sense.
Those are the cards we have
Yes.
to get rid of.
Problems go on the small spot and
Got
block
it.
the action. Shields go on the
Yep.
incident spot and would block further incidents. So a 4th incident makes a region perilous. We don't know what's on the opposite face of these cards, obviously. However, if you've noticed, they all have different backs, and they even have the title of the incident that you'll face. So they give you a little bit of a hint. This is the problem deck. If the adversity marker lands on this space, same sort of deal. We roll the location die, and a problem appears in that area.
Face up. Look, there's the eyeball.
Oh, it
no
tells you.
eyeball. Yeah, I noticed that.
Problems
That
are
was
face
cool.
up.
Yeah.
So we'll look at a problem, and then we'll shuffle it back into the deck. We roll our die, and it goes in region number 3, and this says wake. The village elder, a wise and respected man, kicked the bucket. A representative must attend the funeral and raise a glass in his memory.
The rabbit kicked the
It tells you right here what you're going to need to clear this problem. You're going to have to go there and spend a provision.
Okay.
So as we mentioned, provisions are ranger specific, so the person who goes there to take care of this would have to have a provision in their inventory.
Sure.
I mean, that is an action, which I'm going to explain right after this, after we deal with the adversity stuff. But again, that blocks the action while the problem is there. And the last one is events. There are good and bad ones. There are immediate events, which happen right away as soon as you reveal the card, and they're one time. And there are persistent events, which are ongoing effects that happen until the next event card comes and blocks it. Whether that next one is a one-time event or a persistent event, it still cancels the one underneath it. And I'm not going to show you one of those. We'll just be surprised by whatever comes out there.
Cool.
I like
So
it.
those are the 4 things that will happen at the beginning of your turn when you roll the adversity die and move or don't move that marker. Then you will take 2 actions. They cannot be the same action.
Sure.
You must take 2 different actions. Anyone want to guess what the first one is?
Move.
Yes, you were in. You've played some games. The first action you can take is move. You can move to an adjacent area. That's it. The fortress is adjacent to everything, so you can move out of the fortress to any of these regions or into the fortress from any of these regions. But you can, from 4, only move to 3 or 5, obviously not jump across to 7. And you can't move twice except for special circumstances, so you can move in here, not all the way over to 7.
Oh,
right?
you can move back to the fortress.
Yes, always. The fortress
great.
is always free to move to. Well, not free to move to,
Right, but it's
It's
available,
adjacent
available as a movement.
it's adjacent to everything.
Got it.
Yes. So you may move 1 region. You may, as we just mentioned, deal with a problem. You would have had to already be on that space or move to it, but you can deal with a problem. There's almost always going to be a cost to pay there. There may be a profession die roll to beat.
Okay.
You can encounter an incident. Now let's look at one of these.
Yay.
We can have anyone read that we feel like, but the game says pass the card to the player on your right.
Oh, okay.
So this person will read the card to you. If there is a choice, they will stop and they will not tell you the results of the choice until you make it. If there is a profession test in there, don't tell me what happens if I pass or fail.
That's what
you
this
obviously
is.
don't. You don't reveal the surprises.
Okay.
The one thing you can tell me and should tell me is if the profession test requires multiple successes, I should know that. It shouldn't be a surprise if there's a
Got it.
2 or 3 needed.
Okay.
So go ahead and tell me what
A mysterious tomb?
a mysterious tomb involves. Sure.
I will, Aaron. An ancient tomb, half buried and covered with moss, lies hidden here, nestled in a respectful silence. You want to go on your way, but something about the tomb nags at you. So, if I understand this iconography, you need what was my thing, craftsman?
Craftsman.
You need a craftsman role, or craftsman, what's the word I'm looking for?
Profession check.
It's a profession check.
Yes.
Specifically a craftsman profession check.
The game is very fond of iconography and even says in the rulebook that it will not tell you things in text. So if it says plus plant, it means gain a plant resource.
Okay.
And if it says craftsman, it means profession check. So yes.
So profession check with the craftsman symbol, does that mean anyone can do this or
No,
only a craftsman
this-
can do it?
It means whoever's turn it is and who's taking this incident does
You get
it
a
right
benefit
now.
for being a craftsman. We
Yes.
always have one die.
So profession check with a benefit for being, in this
Right.
case, for being the craftsman.
Remember, everyone
Got it.
always gets 1 base die
Got it.
just for being a ranger from the fortress.
All right, and you only need 1 success. for
Okay, and so since I'm not a craftsman and we haven't built a craftsman building, I'm just rolling my 1 base die.
Did you fail?
And I failed.
While
Wait,
you are-
No, wait, I didn't roll in our die tray. That's our. Okay,
Hey,
I failed.
there you go.
Wait,
Well-
I'll spend my provision to re-roll. I succeeded.
Yay!
Success! You inspect the tomb and notice that it's inhabited by the living.
What?
Oh, it's a home.
You have just enough time to hide when a gang of criminals appears. You raid their hideout and lock them up,
Yes.
and we gain a gray defense.
Oh, that's great.
On the castle.
All right.
And the failure would have been we would have lost 1.
Oh, okay. Good thing I used that bread. All right. So let's say that I had failed that
And you did
incident.
twice.
No. Those rolls didn't count.
Okay.
Let's say on a previous turn,
Okay.
you had failed some
Okay.
problems
Oh, yeah, it'd be
and
likely.
you were getting beat up. You can take a rest action. That heals your health by 1 and gains a provision. So
Nice.
rest is a decent recovery.
Nice.
You may build a building. As we mentioned, the costs are all listed on the back here. And most of them will add a profession die to all rangers everywhere while they're built. So if we had built this workshop, I would have gotten an extra die on that craftsman check just
Got
now. Some of the other ones add defense or prestige. The main hall building adds prestige and adds prestige every time we solve a problem.
Wow.
So that's a big one. And the temple is another really cool one. It allows you to re-roll the location die and the adversity die once per roll, and you must take that second roll. But otherwise, you can never re-roll these dice, only your profession dice with provisions. So that's another pretty
But
cool
that's good
building.
because like maybe it's in a bad location for us and we don't want something to
Right.
happen there.
We don't want to
fourth
make that
card or-
region to be
yeah.
perilous, exactly. You must be in the fortress to build a building or repair a building. To repair a building which has been damaged and has a little token on it, it even tells you right there, you must make a craftsman check. That's how you repair a building. So you would be better at that.
Sure.
But also if we had the workshop or those other things, those would give us extra dice. You just need 1 success, but you must be in the building, in the fortress to repair a building. And then it goes back to the good side and we get its full benefits again. Very similar is building a tower. Since I've already explained that the resources are shown on the back and we know what towers do, towers can never be destroyed, so they'd never have to be repaired.
You have to be in the fortress for that too.
You have to be in the fortress for that. The last one is when you're in the regions out here around the board and there are no problems in the region, you can call on the community. We can visit our friends around the satrapy.
Trippy.
And as I mentioned, each of those actions is different and it's shown on the region itself. You can just take that action, take a fur, take a plant, take a fire, etc., exchanged resources, or increase prestige or defense based on the region that you are in right now.
Okay, let me ask you, because I didn't quite understand what you're saying. If I'm in this region and there's no card here, I can take this action.
Correct.
But what's the call to friend? I mean, you're saying other players can do that too?
No, that's just the name of the action.
That's what
is
they're calling it.
Call on the community,
Which means
it means
use this action.
Visit the guy who lives here
Got it.
is
Is
a
a
blacksmith
Yep.
who gives you fire,
Okay.
and the guy who lives here is a trader, and the guy who lives here
I
is a
think
miner.
there's a lot of traders there, but yes, it's
That's
the market.
Yeah,
probably.
it's the market. They actually are all themed. This is the healer
Love
herbalist's hut.
Yep.
The love shack. Yeah, sure. That heals
Got
you
it.
up to full. And this is the fur hunter.
Trapper.
Yeah. So yeah, call on the community.
Got
It's
it.
just has nothing to do with the other players at the table.
Got it.
It just means.
Unite.
I mentioned how to secure a region. That's when you have built the tower and you removed the incident cards from the adjoining region or regions. I may have said problem cards the first time, but we corrected that hopefully. But since the shield goes on the incident space, we know that you removed
So the problems could still be there.
The
We
problems
just can't
could
get
still
the
be
benefit
there.
from the community.
Correct. Blocking the community, call on the community action.
Okay,
The
yeah.
incidents are what make the region dangerous, and we want to clear those to get the
Well,
shield.
they already
and
start in
secure
pretty
it.
perilous, almost.
Yeah.
in
They are
every single
all
spot.
almost perilous right now. Luckily, that's why we don't even open the Chronicle yet. We can go around and start clearing a few of those incidents out. However, it's not an action to secure a region. As soon as you have a tower and an empty space, the region is secured. And we're definitely going to want to do that because that's on our assignment cards.
Okay.
The last thing is bonus actions, which is the other thing you can do with provisions. You may spend 2 provisions to take a bonus action.
Oh.
The bonus action can be any of the things I just told you, and it can duplicate one of your regular
There
actions.
you go. That's how you can move twice.
Yes, that's how you could take 2 cards at once,
Right.
move twice, build 2 buildings, etc. Yes, you can
Okay.
you can do whatever you want for your bonus action, but it costs you 2 bread, and remember you can only hold 3.
Okay.
There are a couple other ways to get bonus actions. Some rangers have a bonus action as their special ability, and sometimes a card will give you a bonus action. For instance, when you resolved a really hard incident, or the Chronicle gives you a bonus action to move or something like that. So in addition to the ones that you can optionally spend provisions on. The last couple things that I want to mention here in the adversity panel, and then we can actually start, are some of these things. For instance, here is a problem that's blocking this space, which requires multiple successes. This is a soldier check, which is Nikki's
Okay.
profession, but anyone can do this, of course. You can do this partially and come back to it later. If you
can bank something,
correct.
basically. Okay.
If you arrived at this location and took the problem action, but you only got 1 success, you can mark that,
Nice.
and you or someone else can come back later.
Or you can spend 2 bread and try again.
Right.
Okay.
You can bank successes and come back later
Great.
to solve that problem. So there are cubes for that. Those are problem successes. And the last thing that I skipped this in the adversity phase, and I wish that there was an icon for it here on the board. When you actually, I guess that's this.
Triangle.
That's the roll the die, isn't it?
No, you
what is
always
it?
roll the die.
Oh, you're right. What is that?
No, this is the location die. That means roll the 8-sided die.
Yeah.
When you hit the incident pile and resolve the incident space, you lose 1 prestige for every
Red.
perilous region. That's why those are bad and can lose you the game.
Oh my goodness.
So that's why this is a red flag. We need to get to this region right away.
Got it.
And knock it down from 4 cards. I really do wish that was marked on the board, though. That is pretty much everything that we need to discover pre-game. The Chronicle will tell us some more. Here in our, we'll read our assignment at the beginning when we start the game. We're going to reset up these cards because we have some of the wrong
Yep.
color in our example.
I'll do it.
Why don't, Lincoln, you tell us Selena's special ability.
Persevering is her thing, and Selena can re-roll 1 profession die for each of her tests.
Oh, that's nice. So you have a free reroll. The provision die does let you reroll multiple dice, the provision use. So yours is only 1 die if you have several. You see the difference?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's just I can re-roll 1 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nikki, what's
One that's a
Maeva's ability?
I am hardy. And Maeva never spends or loses health
Meva Funke.
when she performs a what is that? My
Soldier profession test.
profession test.
Oh, nice.
Does that mean the die with the heart on it is automatically a hit for her? A success?
With success, I think.
I guess so.
Maven never spends or loses
or even as
health.
Even as part of the fails condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ernest, the traveler, is dedicated. When Ernest resolves a problem, he gets a bonus action call on the community of the region where the problem has been resolved. So basically, when I clear the card, I get to automatically do the action that was underneath it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Does he say, know what I mean?
Oh, hey, you just inspired a question. Does that mean the problems can stack?
Excellent question, Dave. If there is already a problem on the space that you roll on the location die, you just move clockwise around the board to the next number or to the next free problem space.
Okay.
If we're doing so badly that there are 8 problems already on the board when we hit this space and have to draw another one, we lose a prestige instead.
Oof.
So there will only be one problem on each space.
I
but
think
you
that
will,
would be the least of our
I
worries.
really think because
Losing
we would be
that.
already doing really badly and probably have lost by then, yes.
Okay.
So we've got our new, do we have our new
Not
incident
yet.
deck?
Not
Okay.
yet. I'm waiting for everything to be done.
Why don't you shuffle that up and put 3 incidents on every space, and I will read our assignment, The Art of Diplomacy. It is for short chronicles. It is the difficult assignment. The satrapy you have been assigned to has a reputation for being difficult. And if that weren't enough, your superiors have entrusted you with the delicate responsibility of signing an agreement with the neighboring satrapy.
Trippy.
You'll have to learn the ins and outs of diplomacy and fast. Now, again, completing these goals is not mandatory,
Okay.
but makes the end of the chronicle and winning the game easier for us.
Okay.
And we'll mark these as completed. So this one is just secure 2 regions.
Right.
And once we do that, those 2 regions don't count for the other goals.
Okay,
You have
that
to
makes
do
sense.
these
Right.
separately.
Okay.
The second goal is secure a region and have, what is that?
5
At least 5
prestige.
5 prestige.
At least 5.
And this is secure a region and have
2 of the...
2 treasures. Is it have or spend? This little arrow on the treasure means may spend. So in that case, we will burn the treasures. The prestige one is just you must have at least 5 at that point.
Makes sense.
So those are our 3 goals on our diplomacy assignment. And we don't know what the chronicle is yet. And once we have
Yep.
3 incidents in every space,
I'm going to start.
yep, you're starting with that die.
Yeah, we're going to move. Hey, and it stays where
Stays
it's
where
at.
it is.
Now
Do we
I
But
reveal
it
don't know.
never does.
Oh, it never does. It never
it's
stays
the
on the
book.
chronicle space, so
Yeah.
it moves 1. And roll the location die to see where this goes.
Already bad.
We already get a perilous
4.
region.
4.
4. Get the red shield.
Red shield. We're
Already.
in trouble.
But at the beginning of that, it was not perilous, so we don't lose a prestige.
Right.
That's where, again, I want the icon to be there on the...
Okay.
Yeah.
It's too
All right,
perilous. Dude.
that was the adversity phase. Now you take 2 actions.
Okay, well, I guess I better go there and just...
It doesn't seem like a bad choice to me.
Clippity clop
Move.
over there. Their big horse.
That's action 1. And
and
for
I'm
action 2.
I'm going to try to deal with one of these.
Okay.
All right.
This is going to go away regardless, right?
I suppose it is.
Well, if
yeah,
the
because
the card's not going to go
he's
back.
gonna deal with the card
whether he
eventually.
succeeds
Who's
or
player on
fails.
his right?
Go for it. Just do it.
All right, fine. A lost traveler.
Dun, dun,
You
dun.
strike up a conversation,
name's
noticing that
Ernest.
his replies are rather evasive. You then realize that you have seen his face before
It's Ernest.
on a wanted poster.
Oh, boo.
Do you try to arrest him or let him go?
I guess I got to try to arrest him.
The traveler responds by drawing his sword. He won't go without a fight. Soldier profession check.
So I only get to roll 1.
You
Yeah.
got it. You got it.
Yeah,
Fail.
I get to roll again.
Oh, he does get to re-roll for
Oh, that's your
Selena's
power.
special ability. Oh! Do you want to use your provision or do you want to fail?
Should I? What do you think, everybody? Except
Use
I
it
already
now.
have the card.
I don't know. It's early.
try.
Nah, use it.
All right.
He's going to rest
Yeah, you
anyway
can get
later.
more. You got more bread.
Yeah.
No, if I give it, I'm going to give it the health, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it just 1 or 2?
It is 1.
Okay.
1.
I can't use my special power anymore, but I'll go
That's
fix
okay.
that.
You're going to get something.
Success!
You're
You
gonna get-
capture him and receive the bounty. Gain 1 treasure. That will go into the stronghold. And the failure was lose a health. So you
Okay, I was
you
gonna
lost
lose
the
a health
But you
anyway.
lost the health and gain a treasure.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. That is
Wow.
the end of the incident. And the
Go
end
that.
of your turn.
Okay, Dave, it's your
All right,
turn.
that was a full round. Dave, roll the adversity die.
Nothing ever goes here, right?
Maybe.
That we know of
All
yet.
right, well, I'm going to put this right.
It's a big open area.
I'm just going to put this right.
It is. There's got to be something that goes there, but I think it
Stays in the
depends
same
on the
place.
chronicle. It does. So we resolve the incident dice pile again.
Boo.
But that's good that we resolved the perilous area because
I
we would have
know,
lost the
but
thing.
boo. 4!
Exactly in the same area.
Same place.
So that would have been 5 if we hadn't done that?
We would have lost.
You cannot put one in a.
Would that then move
No,
clockwise?
nothing
as well?
happens if there's a shield on it. It would have been nothing.
Oh, the
If
irony.
you roll a
Oh, the
4.
irony. Well, dang. Do I need to go there then?
Just because it's a 4, you could go anywhere. You don't need to. I mean, he's already there.
Okay. What building do we want to build?
Well,
Actually, I need to get one of these anyway, right? I mean, we can't.
We can't.
I
stay
assume
at
we have
3
to
on all
start
these
knocking
things.
these down.
we do.
If we
Especially
wanna clear
because
it
we
out.
don't have any other goal yet.
To do
Okay.
these, we must.
Okay,
Yeah.
a duel at dawn. Goblins in view.
A band of mercenaries.
What is that?
An enthusiastic peddler.
Oh,
yeah,
done.
go see that.
Done.
What was the name of my card?
Yeah, what was
A
that?
lost traveler.
Okay, it told us right there.
Turned out to be a bad
All right,
guy.
an enthusiastic peddler. I'll
You
go
got
here and I'll pull that card.
Yeah.
Here we go.
An enthusiastic peddler. The itinerant peddler, a strange old man with an oversized beard, offers you his wares. In the midst of a hodgepodge of worthless junk, you spy a strange medallion. He agrees to give it to you for a modest sum. You buy the medallion for 1 treasure, or you refuse the offer.
It's up to you guys. What do you think? Should I do it?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't. I think so too. I haven't looked at what's under this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say we can do it.
Well, thank you for
All
the
right.
treasure, Lincoln.
You proudly wear the old medallion around your neck. It gives you a princely style. You can immediately perform a bonus action.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm already there. What does that one say? An enthusiastic peddler again?
Really? I guess there's more than one enthusiastic peddler.
Well, I
Okay.
noticed that there was another dragon.
I don't
tail
have any
thing
treasure,
in
but
the
we still
shadow.
need to get rid of the card. Is it worth just burning the card?
I don't. I mean, we definitely want to
It's
clear
probably
these,
a
right?
different card, though. I would
All right.
imagine.
Oh yeah,
enough.
it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Perhaps an enthusiastic. The itinerant peddler, an old lady with a sparkle
beard.
in her eye,
Ah.
sells only one thing: a strange brew whose
Bob and Doug
secret
McKenzie.
recipe supposedly concocted by a powerful alchemist.
Okay.
It is said to have satisfied several powerful people. Are you going to buy it
Nope.
for one?
One
gold
treasure?
Treasure.
Well, I don't have any
Not
treasure,
enough.
so I can't, right?
Or
That's right.
you let this opportunity slip away,
Goodbye, opportunity.
slipping away.
Slip away, slip away, slip away.
You are not convinced by the saleswoman's pitch and
Also, I'm broke.
refuse the offer.
Right.
And that's
also,
Yep.
my pockets
All
are
right.
empty.
Nothing.
That's fine. We burned the card.
We got rid of the card. That's fantastic.
I
And
thought she'd be mad at you and
nah, I don't think.
hex you or
You always, in
something.
these sort of games, you always fear the worst.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Like, what do
you
I
won't
do?
buy my wares.
Should I do the
I
obvious
shall
thing?
turn you into a toad. All right.
Yeah,
My turn.
exactly.
Adversity die. All right, we're moving along to the problem
Good.
deck.
When you
Roll
get
the
up.
die.
Roll the location.
8.
Internal issue. The Rangers must quell a popular uprising before things get out of hand. We need 2 successes on scholar checks. And
That's where I'm going next.
I guess you-
yeah.
You can't.
We can't go next.
not without spending a lot of
Well, we
actions
don't
on it.
need these right now.
No,
anyway,
it's
but-
all it does is block that for now. It's not like it. All it does is block us from collecting stone.
Okay.
Look at
so-
her hands; they're huge. She's like, stop.
Which one am I on this blue man?
What are you going to do, Blue Man?
I'm gonna go do some incidents. Let's see, what do we got here?
Street performers?
Bloodstains, goblins in view,
Yeah.
a
Blue
duel
Man
at
group should go to
dawn,
street performers.
an armed
Duel at dawn.
squad.
You're not
Alright.
going to duel at dawn?
No
Darn it.
way, it's
So that's
scary.
your move, and then this is your
That
action.
is correct.
Street
A move
performers.
and
The members of the group with long faces drag their feet along the dusty path. They could use a bath and a hot towel. You can A, invite them to the fortress, or you may continue on your way.
You know what? I trust these raggedy performers that I've never seen before. I'll invite them back to the fortress.
Uh-oh.
Immediate action. You must go to the fortress. And +1 prestige. And just for the record, if you went on your way, you would have avoided the filthy group. And they have to get by without your help. And you would have lost prestige.
Ooh, wow.
Okay. That was a good choice.
That was a good choice.
That
There you
was.
go. We got prestige. All right. Nikki.
Immediate to the fortress is great because it gives the whole board to you next turn, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of cool.
Move 1. An event.
Come on, good event.
Water damage.
Nope,
That doesn't sound good. Water has seeped into the foundations of several buildings, weakening them.
Oh, perfect.
Discard 1 stone. If this cannot be done, lose 1 defense.
Oh.
We thought we had it.
I thought they were like, we have no buildings to damage.
Right? No.
Well, the building is the whole the satrapy is
Trippy?
2 people can be in the same space, right?
Sure. There's no stacking
Who
in
has
here.
to say it?
Don't forget, there is a defense raising space out
I'm
there.
just
if you
going
need
to go over here, so
Help in that.
Play it.
help
Hang
you
around with
with
Lincoln.
that.
And take that first one?
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Shadow
give it to
in the
Lincoln.
sky. A shadow in the sky. With a loud rustle of wings, a chimera lands in front of you, making the surrounding trees sway to and fro. The creature is obviously injured and sends an angry look in your direction.
Uh-oh.
You decide to help the creature, or you wisely continue on your way.
What am I rolling?
You have no idea. There might not even be a roll.
Oh. Dang.
Although it's a big, crazy monster.
I like
She is the soldier.
I am the soldier, and I probably do like crazy monsters.
Okay, so if you decide to go for it, you have to have 2 successes in their scholar checks, which you can't
Oh.
make. That's something
That's
I do.
right. It is
Okay.
So,
impossible for her.
So I failed.
yep.
Yes.
With a low growl, the chimera clearly lets you know that you are of no help. And that is that.
Well, at least you didn't have to kill it.
I didn't.
Well, got
back
rid of
to
a card.
Lincoln
That's a win.
is-
That's exactly what we need. Just get okay. Oh, sorry.
It's gonna just. Why do we roll?
Because it could be stay in the same place.
Oh,
it
that's
could be
true.
staying in the
Yep.
same place.
Hey, it's gonna
Advance.
move 1. But
All right. It's time
first to see a
for
chronicle.
chronicle. Short
What?
chronicle at the gates. You set up camp within the crumbling walls of a once dazzling fortress. The observatory, a massive building, has somehow withstood the ravages of time and still contains several shelves of astronomical treatises, as well as a number of esoteric works. Place the observatory building tile on the game board, built side up for free.
wow.
Oh, wow.
1 turn too late, because that would have given
Yes.
Nikki a second scholar die.
Does this immediately happen, this prestige bump?
It does, if it includes a prestige bump, yes.
Excellent.
Place it on an empty construction space inside the fortress. So there you go. Our opening chronicle was just a nice building bump for us.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And now it's your turn to
One
take
turn.
2 actions.
Well, I'll deal with the card. Go ahead and give me the
Escape.
Escape.
Uh-oh. Look at that. The donkey's kicking there.
Escape. A dangerous criminal escaped as the militia escorted him to the fortress to stand trial. Now you have to track him down. Make a traveler skill check.
That would be you.
None of us have made our
And I
specialty
can't re-roll.
Hang on, here.
No, you do get a reroll, don't you?
I'm already in the hazard zone.
Yeah.
Hey!
You waste your time trying to pick up the criminal's trail. Oh, this is an icon we have not seen before. Lose an action. This is either the second action of your current turn or the first action of your next turn
Okay,
will
so at
be
least
lost.
I didn't lose it for this one. So I'm supposed to be laying down, right, if I've lost that? But
Correct, but since we have an overhead camera, we're always laying down. Luckily, it won't matter this time. So that was your whole turn, not catching a criminal.
Yeah.
You got your card, though.
I mean, I always think that's good. And Dave's turn, adversity die.
Hey, 2.
Hey, 2. We get to skip past this.
Oh, we
get a
skip
problem.
it.
And roll the location die for a problem.
1.
1.
1. Bedeviled. This community is being raided by a particularly vicious bugbear clan. 2 soldier
Bugbear.
successes. Bugbear. Well, you don't like bugbears?
Well,
Okay. I feel like we need stuff.
Yes, and our stuff spaces are getting blocked.
I can get a tail right now, or I can
Pelt.
For
get fur, or I can bump this up.
I think it's doing okay. So get a plant or a fire or a tail.
Yeah, we want to get these towers going.
Oh,
we got to
you're-
get to that at some point.
you're
He's over
here?
here.
Yeah.
Ah.
Is it okay that all 3 of us are on this side of the board?
I mean,
knows?
sure.
Okay.
I'll stay.
So I'm gonna go here,
Yeah, get a tail.
and I'll get a tail. That'll be my whole turn.
I think that's fine.
It just goes. Be all
Oh, yeah,
shit.
yeah. Cool.
I think we need some resources. Okay, I move to event. A bone-chilling wind. A winter wind blows day and night, chilling bodies and minds. This is a persistent event until the next event is revealed. Each ranger who performs a test loses 1 health afterwards.
And what is a test?
Rolling a dice for a professional
Okay.
check
How long does it stay there?
until the next event comes.
Okay.
So we
Which could
don't
skip it,
Which
yeah.
could skip that phase. Yes. Yeah. So actually, that means going to collect things is better than clearing
Cards.
right now. Because if I just go here and collect a fire, I'm
Done.
not doing any test.
We just burned the whole Saint-Tropez.
Okay, here we go.
Say Trippy.
Tropez. 1.
Chronicle.
That would be
What?
Of Narnia? Sorry, I'm slow.
A mysterious portal.
Sorry for being slow.
A few days after you settle in, a guard awakens you in the middle of the night. In the middle of the courtyard, a mysterious portal appears glowing with a pulsing intensity. A curious volunteer
Sucks
jumped
on
through the
benzene.
portal and emerged a few minutes later with a wide grin and his arms loaded with riches. Place the portal tile on an empty construction space in the fortress.
Okay.
Some of your more daring elements go through the portal and come back loaded with food. Gain 3 resources of your choice.
Ooh.
Oh.
We need one of those.
And a stone. Stone is blocked.
Okay. What's the third?
Treasure is
yeah, we need
what
treasure.
we spend on peddlers. There we go. They got one of everything. I think that's great.
That's nice.
All right. Hey, this chronicle is all great stuff so far. It can never turn bad ever.
Ever.
Sure it will.
All right, Nikki, 2 actions.
Yeah. Okay. What was this again? Building?
That builds up the defenses, which are down to 2.
I'm right here. I mean, I'm in the space, so,
So
I don't
you could just do
live-
that,
Do that
once,
first.
and then maybe do the
Yes.
card, or
Yeah.
move,
Or go back to the
here
fortress.
to go do something else.
Well, or to build something on our next turn.
Oh, hey, buildings! I forgot about
Do
them.
you want to do that?
We definitely want towers eventually, and
Okay.
We
buildings
have
are
to
good
leave
too.
to do one where we
do.
clear out. Dave's getting closer. Well, he's gone now. But
Well, we want these the big ones.
But like if we, like Lincoln's right, like if we built this one, boom, we got 2 secured regions right there.
well,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh no, you're right. I keep.
But we're
I keep
close. This
mixing
has
up the
only got one
spaces.
card.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
keep forgetting.
Yeah, and I can get to that other card.
Problems, incidents, problems. All right. So yeah, you got.
I got
do think this
99
is
incidents
good,
and
but then
Yeah.
problems
you,
ain't one
I
of
agree
them.
with the.
Well, because it was bumped down.
Yeah, I
Yes.
So
agree.
let's bump it back up
Yes,
to
please.
3.
Action number 1.
Action number 1. Action number
Calling on the
2.
key.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
2.
2.
Boom.
Jumping
Oh
to
my
problems.
god, this is fantastic.
I know.
I don't know.
Roll the
No,
location.
that's
die.
great. We don't want these.
2.
Hostage situation. The Burgomaster's daughter has been kidnapped. She is being held hostage. The Rangers must deliver the ransom, and it is a 2 treasure optional spend to get rid of that card. Yeah,
Well, she might be there
game's
a
hard.
while.
I know. It's getting harder. All right, Lincoln, 2 actions.
Do you want to rest first?
Sure, and
Well,
then
it
I'll
does-
deal with
it
the
It
card.
gets
That
him
is
his
a-
thing and it
deal
gets
with
you
it.
a
It is a
provision.
valuable-
And it gets you
provision.
provision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
That's
provision
good.
for $1. Okay, and then card. Nikki.
Oh, go ahead.
Me. Okay. What did we get here?
What did it say in the back?
Disturbing cries.
A high-pitched wail pierces your eardrums. It is coming from a creature standing next to a large broken eggshell.
Oh.
A baby dragon looks you over with a reptilian gaze.
All right.
You move closer, or you continue on your way.
Closer. Come on. I'm a professor.
Kill it! It's a dragon.
No,
Get out
my
of here.
buddy. It's gonna help.
No
us.
way.
All right, he's going to move closer. Oh, look at
This
that.
is your decision?
Yes.
Okay.
I like that face.
Oh, did I give it all?
I know, right?
No.
Ah, the mother's return catches you off guard. You have to roll a soldier check.
Okay. Yes.
Oh,
Yay!
It's like the first one.
Success.
First one that any of us have rolled.
I know. Yeah.
Man.
You make a hasty getaway, taking the empty eggshell, and you gain 1 gold.
All right.
Nice. We do need that.
Nice. I guess.
But you do lose a health because you made
Yep.
a check.
Eggshells are fantastic.
Apparently so. They're golden dragon eggs.
That was 2, right?
Was it?
I think he rested first.
Yeah, I
he
rested
rested
so that
first,
went
thank
back up.
Yes.
One. Hey,
Get
getting rid of our event.
Get rid
Yes,
of that
we do
event.
want to.
Something nice.
An official visit. A high-ranking officer appears unexpectedly at the gates to the fortress. The entire fortress is abuzz with excitement. Immediate action. All rangers must go to the fortress.
Oh, all right.
Well, that's kind of
I'm
helpful.
already
It is pretty helpful.
there.
Except that I was going to
Except
spend
now
the
I've got to
gold.
move.
Yeah,
Move.
Okay, that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay, well, I feel like what's that card? Fabulous creature.
Fabulous
Yeah.
creature, yes.
It would be good to clear that space. And
That
there's,
one or this one?
blood stains.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Pick one. I'll do the other
I'll
one.
do this one. I'm the guy, assuming I need health, that doesn't need that space.
Yeah. Okay.
So let me go over here. So that's my first turn, and this is my second turn. Go ahead, Aaron. Or actually, let Lincoln
Blood
go.
stains.
We haven't done one in a while.
Bloodstains. As you try to determine what species the dark fluid belongs to, you hear a loud roar from behind you. You wheel around to discover a gorgon that is wounded and angry. You need to make a soldier check.
All right. Come on, soldier check.
Yay!
Yay.
One success, since you can't make the two. You were nearly gored and run away without waiting for more. That's it.
Oh.
Well, you needed two, which you weren't going to make because you weren't the right person to do that one.
Oh, lame.
But you got rid of the card, and you didn't get hurt.
Sweet. Card done.
And was that your second action?
Yes, I had to move first because we were on the fortress.
Solitude.
Two. Oh, but we
Which
can't
is a
skip
one.
the chronicle space. It's a one.
This is where it's bad.
It's probably this is where monsters come through the portal.
Maybe not.
Probably.
Little pranksters.
Come through the portal.
Just as the garrison gets used to the portal's magical
Oh,
presence,
we're gonna lose all our stuff.
the alarm sounds in the middle of the night. A band of tiny imps appear and cause trouble. Place 3 imp tokens on empty construction spaces.
Empty.
What would this be?
He said
They
it.
look like that. Oh, maybe it's these. That's what they are.
Those are imps.
You cannot build on a space as long as an imp is there.
So we just need to roll a
Yep.
soldier
Well, that's-
success.
That's my specialty, right? That's
Or-
my icon.
No. Oh, yeah.
We
it
can
is.
just build other buildings. If all they're going to do is
Yeah.
block those, who cares?
Right now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The imps sow confusion within the fortress. Defense down by
man.
1.
Ah.
Wealth continues to flow in from the other side. Any 2 resources we want to gain.
All right. What do we want?
Oh, well.
We probably want
Another.
another plant
Yep.
What's the other things that we need? Why are those better to build?
because they gain defense.
Oh, thank you.
Stone and fire is what the
Let's
big
do another
towers
fire.
take.
This is defense, right?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. And then temporary
Actually, stone is blocked.
So
no,
is
fire.
fire.
Yeah,
They're
okay,
both
we're
blocked.
blocked. Yeah.
temporary action. At the fortress, as long as at least 1 imp is on the board,
Oh.
you may take the capture an imp action, which is what this is showing.
Got
It's
it.
a craftsperson skill check, and if you succeed at it, you remove an imp token from the game.
Nice.
Okay.
But again, unless the Chronicle later tells us that something bad is going to happen,
We
all
need
that's
to
doing
use
is
these
blocking
because
the
there's
space.
probably going to
Yes.
something come through and steal our stuff.
I agree. I agree with Lincoln.
But we might only have 1 round to do it. Do we want to? Don't we want to build build some towers, right?
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. We have enough to do like one of the tough ones and then 2 of the small ones. We should just do those.
All right. So I'll do a tall one then, right?
Do it.
That's a
I
boost
like
defense.
this donkey.
It doesn't require a skill check or anything, so I'm going to spend a fire and a stone, and defense goes up by 1.
Hooray.
And we did. You emptied this
One of
region.
these 2 corners.
Well, this one's now. We should do this one now.
I
Yeah.
agree.
We'll lock it down. Put a green shield
No,
here.
not yet. Not until this one's empty. You
No,
said.
no.
This
we need
region
to get both of them to
is
actually
secure.
succeed.
This is secure. You don't. This one will be secured
As soon as we clear it.
the pile is
Got
empty.
it.
You don't have to do both at the exact
Got
same
it.
time.
Well, technically, we have this. We now have 1 shield, and we're at 5.
Oh, then yes. Let's mark that
Wow.
goal.
Oh,
We
wow.
have
Yay.
completed a goal on our assignment. Well done.
Now, what does that get us? We don't know yet.
It makes whatever the final challenge
we
is
get there.
easier.
Got it.
We have no
Okay.
idea how.
Great. You have
All
one
right,
more action.
That was my first action. My second one is probably going to have to be, well, I could do this. I could try to do I only get 1 die for a craftsperson.
So if we
Skill
do
check.
this one over here, And we have the 2 gold. Is that one solved as well?
We have to spend
We
the
have to
2 gold.
spend the 2
Correct.
gold.
But I'm just
Yes.
saying.
Yes.
Correct.
I mean, we want to use this stuff before something comes through and steals
Well,
it.
2
I'm pretty
gold will
certain
get rid
that's
of
what's gonna
this.
happen. Correct, but I'd rather succeed at these because this is actually moving, right?
Okay.
We only have like 4 more rounds.
Yeah.
As long as you keep rolling double arrows and skip these
Yes.
incidences,
Yes.
we're in good shape.
You're gonna. It's your turn. So
I know what should I
do
do
that
for a
first.
second?
I'm asking, should I try to fight an imp?
I don't think so.
All right, since we don't know what
or
they
build
do yet.
another building.
He can't.
I can't do that.
Oh yeah, I
Same
can't do the
action
same thing
twice.
twice. That's right.
So I'll move out
You can
to...
either try
I'll
to
move-
get rid of this card, get rid of this card.
Someone else can get to this faster since I only have 1 action left.
Yep.
So I will go ahead and move. Where am I? I'll move back to where I was in case we want to deal with this, or else I'll take care of the card next turn. All right, Nikki.
Sure.
And okay,
2.
sure. Oh, look at that. We skipped the incidents
Was
again.
it 2 again?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
She jiggled it a little bit. All right. Problem. Roll the location die.
Although we're running out of problems.
Reported missing.
4. Nothing.
Oh,
right?
no,
No, it
that's
goes
for
there.
this one.
It goes
A
there.
problem can still occur. A lumberjack has gone missing. He left to cut wood in a remote forest, and no one has seen him since. This is a traveler check, which is me, and it needs 2 successes.
Okay.
So now we have half of our community spaces blocked. 2
Okay.
actions.
So I can clear this if you. I mean.
You can go
I
there
can
and
try.
well, it clears the card pretty much no matter what.
Wait. Do we want to build the thing?
Glump, glump.
Are we
glump.
worried? Oh no, because we can't get.
You know,
we
no.
can't get to
Have her clear the card, then Lincoln can boom hit the tower and do
Okay.
both.
unless
Unless you roll.
we roll the
No.
double arrow and something happens.
You can't
here.
skip past the chronicle.
That's what I'm saying. Unless he rolls a double arrow and we get to
Oh,
the
right.
chronicle.
Yeah.
And something comes through.
Well, I'd
here
rather
and
do
messes
that
us
than hit
up.
another problem.
I think our safest bet
mean,
is
Okay, do it.
yeah, do it. Go here. Deal with a fabulous creature.
I'm fabulous.
As you make your way along a
Try not
ridge
to
at a trot, and you can't see it, a giant eagle swoops down on you, clearly aiming to make a meal of you and your horse.
Come on.
You gallop to cover while dodging his nosedive attacks. Make a traveler skill check.
I was hoping by the name.
Yay!
Success!
Yay!
I know,
You managed
it's
It would
different.
be a fight.
You managed to escape the giant bird of prey in the foliage.
'Kay.
Immediate action. You can experience the next incident card in the region. Oh, there aren't any.
Oh!
Oh, man.
The
You would have
irony.
had a bonus thing. All right, but so
Yeah, that's silly.
too bad.
Boop.
Okay.
Too bad the region wasn't worse.
All right, Lincoln.
Here.
One.
Summer Market. This annual event is an occasion for peasants to take a break from their labors and celebrate. The action Call on Community is not available while this card is face up.
Okay.
All right.
We're not going to worry
That
about
makes
that.
things easy.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
they're out.
They're out at
Partying.
the partying. Right,
Okay.
exactly.
I'm going to build the tower. I guess
Yeah.
I'll build one of the green budget
Yeah.
towers.
I like it.
Green budget.
Give me a
Yay.
roll.
And we get
No, we don't get to do that.
one
We
green.
can.
Shield.
Yep.
Because
Do-
it
Do we
only
spend the
shields
2
one.
gold, and we should.
Well, or we could. Do we think that's more important than?
I don't want any of this stolen.
Yeah, fair enough.
I kind of agree with him.
Otherwise, unless the card says, if there was another card that says lose a treasure,
Right.
there's no penalty for not having a treasure, unless the card says
Okay.
Yeah.
the penalty is this. So yeah, I think you're right. Spend it while we have it,
Okay.
and mark this.
Yay.
Yep.
Now all we do is just need to get 2 in an area.
And that shouldn't be too hard.
Okay, what are you, a scholar? Do any of
Yeah.
these sound scholarly? It never even occurred to me. Like,
Yeah.
Nikki's the fighter, right?
And I thought that one would be
No,
a
she's been
fighting
going
one.
for fighterly
Well,
things.
no, I mean,
right?
no.
No, I
Come
get
on,
you.
An armed squad.
Right. A band of
A duel
mercenaries.
at dawn.
No,
A
I-
fabulous creature is not a fighter thing. But that's okay. We wanted that card going.
Goblins in view.
Fighting
Maybe
dragons,
he can
man.
trick
What
the
are you talking
goblins with
about?
his knowledges.
knowledges.
I'm trying to see if there's a way to figure it out. Well, this is scholar right here.
Well, yeah, but that we know, and I can go do that the next time. But I have one more action, by the way.
So
Right, that's what I'm saying. We're
I think why not
Just head
move
over there?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
All right.
One.
read
Okay,
it
we're
up.
gonna find
All right.
out.
Let's see if the imps tear down our castle here.
Or steal.
The scent of sulfur. The alarm sounds again. This time, fearsome demon servants have come through the portal.
Yeah, well.
After wounding a handful of guards, they settle near the fortress and appear to be waiting. Place 2 servant tokens
Oh, man.
on 2 empty tower spaces.
Woof.
If there are not enough empty spaces, do not place the servants. Oh, if we built one more tower. You cannot build a tower as long as a servant is there.
Hey, that's a Nikki fight.
On the other side of the portal, the veins of resources are starting to dry up. We get one resource of
Okay,
our
we need
choice.
another stone.
Yes, we do. Well, but we still have to clear this.
Right.
Sure, but that can happen.
Temporary action at the fortress, as long as at least one servant is on the board, fight a servant, and that is a soldier action.
Okay.
2 successes remove a servant from the board. 0 to 1 successes lose a health.
Oof.
Oof.
Yes, they are bigger than imps.
They're
I
not
will
stealing
go
our
fight
stuff.
them. I will go fight them.
Is it
Okay.
your turn? Whose turn
No,
is
it's
it?
my turn.
It's Dave.
You should be fighting them. Or we could also
will.
build
Something to
a
help us.
barracks for 1 stone if we can get an extra stone somehow.
Well, we have one.
But we want one for the tower.
Sure.
Although we could just build the wimpy tower if we
Right.
need to.
Can't
Yeah.
build them.
I know. I mean after.
All right.
So if we built the barracks, you would get 3 dice, and
Yeah.
everyone else would get 2 for soldier tasks.
All right. So I'm here,
Yes,
and this is it's
it's a better
non-starter
footing,
for me.
right?
Do I want to deal with this? Should I go to the tower and get rid of one of these? This is like what I can roll.
Oh, it is what you can roll.
Right.
Again, since there was no,
Well, we don't know, but
We don't know.
But also, it puts me centrally located to move to anywhere.
my thought is go to the tower and build the barracks. Since
Oh.
we know Nikki wants to kill a demon.
Okay. Is that these two?
No, it's a single
Just
stone.
a stone.
Done. I didn't even know.
One
It's also-
Are you cool with that?
It's also a soldier die for all of us,
Yeah.
Oh,
which
that's
is great.
fantastic.
Yeah. Just
All
put
right.
it next to the observatory. Put our good buildings next to each
All
other.
right. Done. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah, baby. All right.
I didn't know I could do that. See, I can't see the buildings from over here.
Gotcha. One.
One.
Oh,
Ah,
look
there
at
we go. We
this.
finally
Like,
get one.
this
of
is a
these. Don't
fourth.
look at it. Don't look at it.
Oh, right.
Roll first, because it may not.
One.
That's right. It may not go anywhere.
It does, though.
That's probably 4, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I don't think we've done anything over there. Perilous. And there were no perilous at the beginning, or else we would have lost our
I think it's
Correct.
too perilous. I don't think you should go there.
Why am I laughing?
Okay, so but I'm here. I can't deal with that because I don't have the treasure. Should I move and do the perilous one?
Sure, why not?
Or I guess you
Strange
can roll 2 for
footprints.
that now.
I'd have to move into the fortress.
Strange.
Oh, you can't do them on the outside. Okay.
Strange footprints seems.
It does seem travelery,
Seems
doesn't it?
travelery, doesn't it?
Let's do that.
Here
And
we
we
go.
know Nikki's going to fight a demon.
Here we go.
All right.
Strange footprints.
It's going to go away, right? I mean, the card's going
Yes.
away.
Yeah, it goes away.
The
as soon as there's-
footprints paired with a trail of blood. A few cubits
Ooh.
a few cubits further on, you come across an old bear who's badly wounded. A number of primitive arrows are sticking out of him badly. You can either decide to help the bear or you can continue on your way.
He's so old. I'm going to help him.
All right.
Last time I helped somebody, it worked out.
You carefully move closer to try to treat its wounds. You need a what's Nikon scholar?
Scholar.
You need a scholar.
Oh, we get 2 dice
you
for
get
that.
2. We finally get to use our building.
Yay. I got
Hey,
1
one.
success.
It
Do I
could be
have-
another
And
if it needs to
another
be more.
if you spend.
Oh man, I got to
This is a
decide
good-
if
This
I
is a good
need-
question. Do I have to let you know in
No.
advance or not?
I suppose if it's a varying success table,
Yeah.
then I don't need to know. If it's a requires 2 success,
Got it.
then I do need to know.
Okay.
All right, I'll keep my 1 success, and that's it.
You're not going to go for the other
No.
one?
I don't
Read
need a second
success.
Success!
Okay.
The bear will survive thanks to you and gain 2 health.
Oh,
You could have spent
So
health.
even if I spent the health to get to 2, I would have gone back up to
You
the
got it all back.
Yeah, great.
It was a win-win for you.
All right,
roll
Nikki.
the die.
Nikki's gonna fight some demon servants. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Oh,
Stay there.
another incident.
Oh, no.
Roll this
I'm going to
die.
need that.
Oh, no.
Oh no,
7. 7
Here.
is now perilous.
It's too perilous. Okay.
Okay, get that out of here. I'm moving in.
Yep.
Woo! I'll fight this guy.
Soldier it.
Okay.
3
Okay,
dice.
So I get 3 dice. Yeah.
Come on.
You need
Nikki.
2 hits.
Yes, you do. So you might want to spend your provisions if you miss. Oh, I would just roll them all.
If I spend a provision, it's all of the die, not just one.
It's whatever you choose.
Okay, I will spend that.
You going to keep the health one just
Nah, roll it. I
gild
say
your-
roll it.
Oh, yeah. I would roll them all.
There you go. You need to
It's
spend a
2
health.
success. I do not. Because my ability is I never
Yep.
spend or lose
Oh,
health.
right.
Oh.
So
So it's so that was a success.
Yeah,
right.
she
So
should
you
have
should have kept it in the future.
Oh, right.
We didn't know. We didn't know.
We
That's
forgot
fine.
about her.
We
Sorry.
learned. No, that's
She did
okay.
explain
That was
it
not
to us.
hard.
She did.
But still-
No, we just didn't remember.
Yeah.
That's not
So that's 2 successes.
Gone.
Get rid of that guy.
Ching.
Okay.
Nice.
And there's
Nice
no
little
reward
soldier.
for that,
Nah,
right?
it's just gone.
Just gone.
We
Now
can just build on
we
that
can
space.
build on that space.
She should build,
but
right?
that
Well,
was
she
her
can't. She's
entire
on the
turn.
inside anyway.
Yeah,
She
I
moved,
moved,
she
fought.
and
She's on the
then
inside.
fought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She moved. She fought.
And
She
that was
conquered.
the end of it. I did
Don't
conquer.
roll the blank thing.
Yeah, we
We
don't
need
want
an arrow.
Yeah.
Arrow. Although we don't need problems either. Oh yeah. Roll
Yeah,
that.
we do have 4 problems.
It's a moving
spaces.
target.
3.
3. Animal in distress. The healer's only goat has escaped. He refuses to help anyone until she is found. That only needs 1 traveler success to clear that space.
Traveler, start doing stuff.
I know, I need to. Look at all these problems.
Traveler, what are you doing here? Ease back on your thrusters.
Oh no.
I'm gonna. Should I go in and build, or should I just go for this and you guys build this?
You know what? I'd say go for it. We need to clear some problems, don't we? Unless...
Well, this lets me roll 3 dice and maybe get 2 success. I need 2
What's the
successes.
other
Oh
thing?
yeah.
Oh, wait.
3 dice,
Oh,
right?
going in and building is good too, though.
I know. Make sure that this doesn't get locked up.
Well, I can do that on my turn, assuming I
That's
have.
true.
Assuming nothing, because I'm already there.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and you know what? Do both of these. Do this and this.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
so let's start with the problem.
He has to move. Oh no, he's right
I'm
there.
right there.
He's there.
Yeah.
So give me 3 dice.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, with 1 success.
Wow. Oof.
Let's just do it to get.
No,
oh,
no.
I can't.
No.
Yes, you
spend
can.
spend your provision instead.
Oh yeah, and just roll everything.
Just roll everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. 3 dice. You should be able to get this.
There's 1.
Well, but you didn't have to spend the health.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
And bank
All right.
it.
Okay.
And now,
do the card or continue?
You're
Oh,
not
I
allowed
can't
to
do
do
the
can't
same thing.
continue.
Yes. Okay. So here you go, Nikki P.
Oh no. Okay. Goblins in view.
Ooh.
The goblins of the satrapy have come to lodge an official complaint. They are accused of anything and everything, but they swear that none of it is their fault. They are victims of the actions of pixies, which they are often confused with. And then we got to do a check. A roll check. That is your ability.
Scholar check.
Or
So I can roll
scholar
3
So
check.
dice.
3
for this?
dice.
yeah, baby.
You probably only need 1. Hey.
Wow.
There's 1.
Okay.
I'll spend 1 to make sure.
To make sure to get 2 successes.
2
Yeah.
successes? Okay, well, that mattered. So, 2
Oh.
successes. You mediate with brilliance and eloquence.
Nice.
In thanks, the goblins send you a generous shipment of the plants they grow. Gain 2 leaves.
Woo!
Nice,
Fruit
nice.
basket.
Fruit
That's pretty
basket.
sweet.
Hey, Dave, that's yours.
Okay. 1.
1.
Event.
Hey, we can now call on our
Mold.
Uh-oh.
Mold.
The Chamberlain of the fortress reports that mold has been discovered in the cellar. Discard 1 plant. If this cannot be done, lose a prestige.
Oof.
Oh, well, at least we
Yeah.
just got some.
So you want me to build this tower, right?
It does seem like
You should.
a thing to do.
Okay. That'll be my first action. It's just the 1 leaf.
Yeah,
one,
might as well
right?
build the little leaf one.
We don't have a stone.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
can't
that
build,
too.
I can't build the other
So,
one.
but then we definitely want to concentrate on those spaces, right? Clearing those problem incidents.
Okay. Should I move out or should I get rid of one of these? What do you think?
Again, I don't think those are as important
Okay. I'm happy to move out.
because you could spend our fur on a
What do
traveler
we got-
die for
what do we got
everyone.
on the picture here?
It's this goat dude who's been
Oh,
in
it's
the
that guy
corners.
again.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's related.
It's
to
related
that.
to this one.
Yeah.
It's not
A
foreshadowing.
single fur gives us a traveler die for everyone.
Okay, well, I
Ooh.
can't build again because I just built the tower.
Building a building and building a tower are separate actions.
Wow.
Wow. Well, then what's the fur get us? What die?
The fur gets us the traveler die, my thing.
Let's do
which
it.
is on these 2 problems.
That
over
gives
here.
us-
I think it's great.
the
yeah.
more times...
Gives us
more-
every die
Yeah.
except for your thing so far.
Wherever that
Again,
goes. That's
I
my
keep
turn.
advising us to ignore these imps, so don't blame me when
I'm
they
not
start
blaming you.
tearing down
I said
defense or
something
something.
when I asked what that was.
No, I
so-
know. I'm a little worried. It could be bad. You never know.
I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it's a weird game in that, like, I have all this health and it hasn't gone down one.
Yeah. I think, well, I mean,
We haven't had to-
But maybe we're not playing it.
we are also playing the intro scenario.
Fair
it's
enough.
not going to be super hard. All right, to the Chronicle.
What? Of Narnia.
Your what is so realistic. I think you're saying it genuinely. All right, I got you next time.
Sure.
I got you next time.
A major problem. Oh, look at scary things are
That
happening.
looks
here.
kind of
no.
major.
It does. The portal is now behaving erratically and ominously. It expands, distorts, and crackles with toxic flashes. A work on demonology found in the observatory points you toward the only plausible explanation. A major demon is trying to cross over into your world. Temporary action, scholar skill check, profession check, confine the demon to its home dimension. Number of successes required, 4 plus the number of servants and imps still on the board.
Oh, how dare you! All right, so 7.
8.
8. Because of
8.
this.
Oh, 8.
Each goal you have completed
Yes.
grants 1 additional success to each attempt.
Ooh.
Oh, so we have 2 successes.
Yes,
All right.
but we need
8.
6.
Well, we need 8.
We need 8, but we have 2.
Correct.
So we're gonna need provisions to do a bunch of rerolls. Is there any way we can get this many?
Well, is it all of us or is it just you?
Does it build up?
It's a temporary action.
Okay.
This means it's available to us as an action right now. If the adversity marker, this is the final. This is it.
This is the end?
This is
There's one more
victory or defeat.
Oh, because the next card's the results.
card. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is it.
Wow.
Each goal you've completed gives us a success. As soon as a ranger passes the test, victory, turn the page. If the adversity marker makes it back to the chronicle space before a ranger has confined the demon, defeat, turn the page.
Nice.
Then start fighting.
There is no way in a single skill check to get 6 successes.
Additionally, it could double arrow and we're done.
That is correct. But if it
But if it blanks a couple times, we've
Yes.
got more than a
Yeah,
full
Yeah,
round.
those don't seem to be coming up.
The only way we're going to succeed at this is there are some temporary actions that are only for the duration of the chronicle page, and then once they're covered up, they're gone. The 2 that we got though, since these are out, they said temporary action as long as the imp is still on the board and as long as the servant is still on the
Sure.
board. So we need to defeat these as quickly as possible, which knocks our success threshold down.
Right.
Okay.
So right now, we need 8 successes on the die roll, and we have 2 because of this.
Right.
But if we killed all of these,
Then we only need 2 successes.
correct.
Well, 4.
4, but we have 2. And really, this one takes 2 successes to kill, so we should get these first.
Because this only counts as 1?
Right.
Oh, nice.
Although Nikki
Nikki
gets 3 dice against this.
Correct.
Dave gets 2 dice against this. Me and Lincoln only get 1 die against these.
Correct.
So that
What's
actually
going to happen is basically by me, I need to roll. don't I?
probably.
Well,
probably.
it needs to be, yeah.
And it's a scholar check, right?
That's
It's a
what I'm
scholar
saying,
check. Yeah.
yeah.
Do we have
So-
enough time to build the workshop? Because that's only 1 fire.
It is
and that
1 fire
gets
for a.
the-
It's 1 fire for a.
No.
For that. Not
for his
well,
kind hit the
actually, Nikki might. She's already here. The fire builds the workshop. It doesn't
And she-
matter. No, it doesn't matter. Who else is here? You?
Yes.
We need to roll a lot of blanks is what we need to do. That's the only way we win, as I see it.
If your first action is build the workshop, you give yourself and me an extra die to kill
It's
the
not
imp.
his turn.
It's
though.
your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
That's the problem.
Oh,
Remember
that is
my
the problem.
turn, I was the one suggesting
All right.
I kill one of these.
And I said it's
Don't
never going to
blame me.
backfire on us not killing the imps.
Yep.
I don't think you said
In
it that way.
fairness,
I did
in
sort of
fairness,
say that.
in fairness, even if I got rid of one, that wouldn't have guaranteed anything.
No, but it would
have
help.
given us a chance by Lincoln's turn. I didn't realize the book was that.
Does
that we were
anybody-
there.
I know, I saw a couple of cards. I didn't
Yeah, me
realize the
too.
final page was.
Nobody has 2 provisions.
Nope.
No.
because nobody rested. I think Lincoln rested once. Nobody else rested.
I have a plan.
Okay, what's your
Okay.
plan?
It's your turn to do it.
I'm going to rest, so I gain a provision,
Okay.
and then I'm going to fight imps twice because I can take the same action twice in a row.
On your next turn?
No.
Right now.
Right now.
You're
My
not in the fortress.
No, I'm not. That's the flaw in my plan.
But
I
you could-
appreciate you helping me find
so
it.
move to the fortress.
Yeah, I gotta move the fortress.
And then fight something. Fight an imp. 1 die. Here we go. We just gotta hope.
Well, I got a reroll and I got health. All right, 1 success. I've killed an imp.
This one.
Okay.
Here we go. Boom. Now,
And you're done.
And I'm done.
because you don't get an extra action,
Right.
you can just do the same one twice.
That's
All right,
right.
Nikki.
Hey.
Roll the adversity die first.
No.
Come on, blank.
I don't
Yeah,
want
we
to.
want blank
Blank.
doesn't matter. It's gonna
So
move
if
1.
she attacks one of these, can she do this and this?
Yes, because those are 2 different temporary
Nice.
actions.
Oh,
They
beautiful.
are
That's
2
fantastic.
actions.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
They're on 2 different cards, 2
Don't
different.
roll the double arrow.
Yeah, just don't roll the double arrow.
Hey, how about?
Problem.
Don't tell me these things.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And nobody cares, but it's
3.
arms training. 3 actually goes around to 5. The villagers are being harassed by monsters, and we need 2 soldier texts to clear that. It
All
doesn't
right, we can still do it.
She
All right.
gets 2 turns.
Yes.
2
So-
attacks.
Oh, I do need that.
Yep.
You roll 3 dice on this.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
I'll go after that guy first.
He needs
Yes.
2 hits.
And she can't
Whoa.
She can't
2
lose
hits.
checks, but
Done.
right. And then now kill an imp, which is 1 die because it's a craftsperson check.
That's horrible.
But
Can I attack and then do the final thing?
you can, if you roll the,
Yes, they're separate actions.
Heart.
if you roll this one, you can spend a heart
Yeah.
to get the success.
But I
She
don't
doesn't, she
have
doesn't
to.
spend hearts.
This is not a soldier
it's
check.
not a soldier
she
check.
Can't, she must spend
It's
the heart.
only for soldier
It doesn't
checks.
matter. She's still at full health. You
Here
just
we go,
need.
here we go, here we go.
Yeah!
Oh, wow. There we go. And now you can do this and then
That's
that.
what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Right now,
I have to roll the thingy, though.
right
and I
now you
can't
would
move.
need. Hold on. Right now you would need 5. Minus 2 is 3.
Correct.
Right. But I also need to roll.
But if he rolls double arrow, we lose.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's okay. He's not gonna.
Hey, stays where it's at.
Wow, nice.
So it's up to you to solve that. Well, I'm going to roll anyway.
You're gonna roll.
Okay. 2. Wow. We're
It's,
almost
I know,
going
right?
to lose.
Hunting lodge, hunting party in the lodge, blah, blah, blah.
That doesn't
That
lose. That
back
just
here.
knocks us.
No, it knocks prestige down, so it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
But I didn't, like I said, we didn't think we'd fill up the board with problems.
Well, there's no reason not to do this first, right?
Right, do this
no
first.
reason.
Okay.
Come on, Lincoln.
No. All right. No provisions?
Yep, no provisions.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
So now he needs 3 successes.
Yeah,
and no reroll, nothing?
No,
Doesn't have any
I don't have provisions right now.
Oh, man.
3 successes.
Hey, 1. Okay.
Okay, we could just roll an
Oh,
incredible run of
a
blanks.
couple more turns, yeah.
We could get an event that helps. 1 arrow.
One, two.
Oh dear.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Dave,
Full
roll.
moon.
Nope.
Can't, though.
Sounds
Well, you
bad.
get to roll.
Tonight is the full moon. All of the wolves in the satrapy raise a howl in union, roll the location die, and add an
3.
incident to 3,
Whatever.
which makes it perilous. Probably
It was 2
Probably
perilous.
one.
Okay. Well,
Come on, Dave.
I can only roll 2 dice, so it doesn't work, right? I can
Don't
only
you
roll
wanna
2
do
dice
this
for
first?
this. Yeah, I
Yeah,
will.
do that first.
For that, I can roll 2 dice.
Then it does work because you can roll 2 dice.
Oh,
and
you're
get
right.
an
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You have a chance.
Come on,
And he's
Dave.
got bread.
Come on.
Yeah.
Provisions.
No. That would be.
Use your bread.
Goodbye.
Provisions.
Goodbye, my chance to reroll on the turn I'm going to really need it.
I know. You still just need any
Come on.
one hit. Oh my goodness, Dave! What is with that?
But that's your one
And-
action. Now you can.
No. Oh, you're right.
It is your one
All right.
action. You should actually
I'm gonna do
try
it
to
again.
take care of that. So
I'm going to do it again
no,
because I could roll a blank.
No, Aaron can.
You
roll
might
one.
get a turn. You could roll a blank.
But what you can't
Oh, you
take
can't
this
do the same action twice.
That's
in a row.
right. Well, then you need. Oh, you can't. You can't. You can't. You only get 2 actions.
What can I build to help you?
You can build
The one building, the fire.
the thing with the fire.
Done.
Yes.
Built.
If I roll a blank and only if I roll a blank.
All right.
Oh man.
Good luck,
at least-
Aaron.
Yeah, thanks. All right.
I think it's fitting that it comes down to you. Come on, blank.
Come on, blank.
No. Blah, blah, blah.
Man. All right. I
We
can't
did
believe
play 3 hard.
I know, we did.
Killed the hardest one. We shouldn't be easy.
Yeah.
defeat. The
Uh,
ritual is a failure. A black claw rends the fluid wall of the dimensional door. A colossal figure emerges. It sends you into nothingness, accompanied with a profound look. The end. That's it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Beautiful art on both the victory and defeat there.
Yes.
Really cool art on these chronicles.
I
So
love that
we
dog
lost
one.
the easy intro scenario. Although
No,
we
we
did
lost.
easy.
We lost the hardest short scenario.
Yeah.
the chronicle. We chose a hard assignment.
Oh, you're right.
To modify the easy intro chronicle scenario.
Right.
Really cool art. I love these pages of the chronicle.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of this Oltree?
Nikki,
That
what'd
was
you think?
fun. I really liked it. I'm ready for another story right now. I wish it was a little longer because I wanted to take care of some more
Yeah.
stuff around the board. And
Again,
get
this is
some
as
more
short as it gets.
stuff. Okay, so
Most of
other
these have more
stories might
pages,
have more
yeah.
pages. That's good to know. I just liked it. I like story games. When they get
Yeah.
it right,
Yeah.
story games are really, really fun.
Absolutely. This is actually beautiful. Everything's fantastic. There are just a few things. Number one, that's frustrating is not having a turn summary or something.
Yes, an
card.
action summary.
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly. I mean, that would be helpful. It's silly because then we would know that those are two different types of actions, and we would. Now you're going to learn pretty quickly when you play it, but
Exactly.
still, I
and,
feel
but like a reminder that you get a provision and a health when you
like
rest,
two
things
cards
like that.
just for the table,
I
one
know.
for each side. I mean,
Silly.
come on.
Especially with these beautiful
I know,
bits and this
yeah.
amazing production.
Yes, it's really
They
gorgeous.
missed one little thing there.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I think it's really fun too. I do kind of wish we went for the longer one, just because I'm with Nikki.
Right.
I'd like to try to solve more, but I also wish we'd known that was it, right?
Yeah, it did. It looks like there was.
understanding that
it
other
looked like there were a
page,
few more
which makes
pages to
total
go.
sense now.
I think that's fair though.
I agree.
Not knowing exactly how many
Sure,
rounds were left.
sure.
I agree.
We shouldn't always be able to time it out. Like we've got this much more to
But
go.
it's challenging.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
we didn't know that there
this,
was victory. and defeat
this is the
after that.
designer of Ghost Stories, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it
is it?
has.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Bauza.
So
It's,
it feels like it has that kind
Yeah.
of stuff going on, but in a more friendly way, I feel. I mean, there's some things about Ghost Stories that's super hard. Like, it's just painful. And I like that this is sort of almost as hard as that. And,
Right.
but not as painful, right? This was fantastic, burping out the
Yeah.
goodies that help us
Burping
out,
out.
That
Yes.
kind of stuff. That's fun stuff.
and starting out really good and then getting a little bit worse
yeah,
every
yeah.
turn.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see how that goes with the other scenarios. What do you think, Dave?
I really liked it a lot. I don't feel bad about it. We just got caught up in the game of the the first time you play, say, Dominion, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this card combo and this card combo, and
Right.
you think I'm gonna get this card, and then someone goes, oh, it's over, and you're like, what? Wait,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now, by the way, that's great. Once you understand how Dominion works, that length is fantastic. But yeah, we were so focused on trying to build things because it's fun to build things and
Well,
deal with problems.
We were trying to do this. Is really what the goal was. This was to help us, and
No,
this was to do.
this
these.
was great. We weren't
Sure,
going to win
we had
without
that third
those.
Oh, we didn't have a chance without that.
Right. But because we didn't quite understand the length of the game, right? This tower didn't need to be built, ultimately. Like, we spent... And
Sure.
we did the right thing by ignoring
Right.
these problems, for
We did.
example. But it also feels weird to just sort of
But
just
if they
blindly
were
ignore
built,
the problems.
then those wouldn't come out. So that is actually a plus. If we had, you know what I'm saying?
There would be
We
one
took-
fewer, for sure.
We took care of that, and then we were able to have one less. We needed to deal with those.
But, like, I built this building on my turn to
Right.
give us a die
Right.
that... Had we realized
Had
the
we
game
realized
was
it was
only going to maybe
basically-
go one more
yeah,
round,
sure.
this was not a great move.
No, exactly.
I don't feel bad that we did it
No.
because I felt good helping everybody. Like,
Yes.
this was like, hey, we're helping all the team. Now this die roll, we all get an extra die.
Right.
That's what we want.
And in essentially the full game,
Right.
where we were going to have 4 to 6 to 8 more rounds, this would be hugely helpful and be helping us for a long time.
You see,
But you're right, we
you
didn't-
see 16 spaces on this
Yes.
fortress, and you think, wow, that's not.
Yeah.
We only built 4 buildings, and we didn't even build 4. One was given to us for free.
Right.
Right.
So we only built 3 buildings.
This was basically the tutorial.
I have no problem.
No,
with that.
I don't either.
Not at all. But I lost sight of that fact, or I would have been less deferential, and I would have just fought one of these things.
Yeah.
Well, again, because I can.
Yeah.
The main reason I wanted to fight them was I knew I could roll an extra die to do it.
Sure.
I didn't necessarily know how helpful or not helpful that would have been.
Well,
Although, of course, when it was my time to finally fight one, I failed twice with 2 dice.
little demons in your fortress is never a good thing.
No.
So
Which is the one that lets us have an additional crafting? Is there one building?
There's a workshop,
Oh, no.
and then there's the factory, which
Oh.
is crafting die plus a prestige because it costs more resources to build. So there's basically a small and a large of every die type.
So this gives us a second die, crafting die?
Yes. There's a basic one of every die roll, every die type that takes a single resource.
Nice, okay.
The observatory, that's the big one.
That came for
free. But there's also a cheap scholar building that only costs a plant. So you could get up to 3 base dice for
Had we built that right, that would have been better to help defeat the final thing, right? Yeah, we don't know. I understand.
Yeah,
That's
right.
fine.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And we had a plant at the end. Maybe we should have done that, and you could have
rolled 4, but 4 blanks would have been.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a tough die roll no matter what.
So it was just that thing of first time playing the game. I was focusing on building in a way.
Agreed.
And not sort of min-maxing the game to how we're going to get to the end.
And
that said, we still had a chance.
We were planning towards a longer game than we had, but you're not supposed to know what's coming up. We didn't know how long this was going to be, and we didn't know how difficult the die challenge.
There's only
ones and
there's only one double two, and we just happened to roll it. It could have just been this.
We also skipped incidents like 3 rounds in a row.
That was pretty huge. That helped a lot.
But it also advanced the clock probably a little more than we should have.
Yeah, because it must stop for the
rolled.
Chronicle.
I don't know that that's bad, Aaron, because if
we rolled double a lot more than we rolled 0.
Right, but I don't.
Which means we got less turns.
I grant you we advanced the clock, but I think skipping this meant not being distracted by the perilous deaths.
This is true.
And having to worry about these going down. Although, again, as it turns out, we could have just probably taken a bunch of perilous hits and been okay.
Part of the concern was, I felt, at least, was worrying about these buildings getting destroyed. I had no idea how that could happen, right?
Right.
And so I was like, we need more buildings just in case we need to distract somehow with, I have no idea what
you have no idea what it's going to throw at you.
That's kind of cool in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you don't know what to prioritize, which is kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, I think you're not going to know every scenario you get. That's awesome. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts? I mean,
I do like it quite a bit. I think it does pretty much everything really well. The art's great. The pieces are great. You've got that mystery of the cards that your neighbor reads, so you don't know what's coming. Yeah. And again, we could play this intro scenario again right now,
and just have different decks,
and have different incident decks, so that like almost everything would be different. We pick a different assignment, and have totally different incident deck colors and encounters, basically. So yeah, you could mix it up quite a bit. Even though there are 6 chronicles in this basic game, there's at least.
But you still know what the end result is, though, right?
You would know that end of this one is that demon coming through the portal. So yeah, but it's a way to change it up. And there's no continuing campaign yet or any way for your people to gain experience. But I don't think every game.
Oh, I see the difference. I was wondering because. This isn't short or long. This is the short or long thing. But the long chronicles, these are harder to get to.
Yeah.
You need the time. This is a shield, plus you have to have built the Grand Hall.
Right.
Right? This is a shield and what? You have to have done what?
Solved 4 problems.
Yeah. Yeah. That takes a lot.
So when you have one like that, you set the problems aside into just a little pile to check on them.
Right. That would be tough.
Yes. Yeah, you're not going to do that.
We needed those. I mean, we were in trouble with that. With those 2, you were right, by the way, about spending the thing. You were absolutely right.
Well, we didn't know. I mean, it didn't come and steal from us, but I just felt like use the resources.
Yep. Well, no. I was trying to figure out, when you were mentioning that, like, this could do it, but you were absolutely right. As it turned out...
These are just blocking us from gathering more resources.
And we did the right thing. We just ignored all the problems.
We took one shot at solving problems, and it didn't do anything.
We didn't do any problems?
No.
No.
But again, it's almost just like... We gathered a couple resources before the problem started filling the board.
Wait.
There was one. There's one.
Yeah, there was one there. We did get one problem.
No, we didn't.
On the bottom of the deck?
No. That problem is there.
Oh, you're right.
We didn't actually complete any.
Right.
I can believe you. Because you would have put them to the side.
I would have put them to the side.
You're right.
But because the game was so short and tutorial, it didn't really matter yet. It's almost just introducing us to the idea of problems and putting them out there on the board.
It's actually a really good tutorial.
It is a very good tutorial.
Because I have certainly learned, if we played it again, I've certainly learned, when this starts to thin...
Start to make sure you progress.
Right, when it's down to 3 or 4 cards...
Well, because this is important,
things are bad.
We probably should have just focused on, knowing... Now what we do know, right?
Like completing those as soon
as
possible.
We were trying for this one.
Well, we were.
Part of the reason we built this was to maybe get to that one. But
it is still, we have quite a few. We would have taken at least another full round to get those.
All right.
And I like that those are not necessarily all a super challenge, right? It's just a
Right,
fun story
right.
element too.
Right.
You know, that's really kind of cool.
Like you walk away
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of.
It's not
yeah.
like, oh, and you suffer this every time, you know. Because it's experiences, right? Not everything's going to be just terrible. I mean, that would be ghost stories.
Yeah, right. I'm not going to read these cards. I'm just going to look at them.
Ghost Stories.
Neither of
I
these-
think we're the same.
Neither Duel at Dawn or Armed Squad, in this particular case, because here's another Duel at Dawn.
Oh,
But
okay.
neither of these were Nikki's symbol. I just thought these are fighter symbols.
Oh, wow.
And I was
What
completely
about
wrong.
this Duel at
One
Dawn?
was Lincoln
That
and
one
one
is.
was, what is this?
That's this prestige.
Oh. Oh, all right. Well, I'm not going to.
I'm sure that they're pretty evenly spread out, the icons for the professions. But
It'd be nice if they were weighted to a certain extent towards, so you could kind of.
You were saying something
make an
about ghost
educated-
stories.
I'm
Ghost
sorry.
Story. I think we all love ghost stories, but
Absolutely.
like, I don't know if I've ever won it.
I don't know
Maybe
that we-
once.
Maybe same
It's
here.
so hard,
Yeah.
but it's so great.
Yeah.
I think I lost my first 9 or 10 plays of that.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
easily. And I've come so close so many times.
Absolutely.
It's such a fun game.
Well, thanks
All
for
right.
teaching us, Aaron.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for playing Oltree!
Absolutely. And thanks to you for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to our channel. If you click on the bell, you get notified when we put new videos. See you next time.
Oltree!